Welcome back to the Chatterbox Podcast. My name is Gemma. Lynnette is not here with us today, but today I've got Yasmín keeping me company, who is going to be talking about the importance of learning English. Hi, Yasmín. How are you today?
I feel really excited to be here today with you.
Oh, great. Okay, so tell me, Yasmín, when did you start learning English?
I don't remember exactly when, but I think it all started when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like 6 years old, when I started to having an education out of my house.
Okay.
And I think that here in Chile we are used to learn English since we are kids. So every time we have 1 or 2 English classes in our education. So I didn't realize that I already knew English since I was in the last year, and I was talking with my English teacher, and she said to me that I was really good in English, and she told me to go into the workshop, and here I am.
So what do you do on a daily basis to improve your English? Because your English is very fluent. I know you have the same education as many other people, but some people know the grammar rules and that's it. But you sound very fluent. What are you doing at home to help yourself with that?
I think that I always wanted to be a travel the world. So I started to watch videos, and I realized that all the people had to communicate in English in every video. So I started to think about learning English and try to talk about it, because I think that a lot of students don't have enough confident to talk in English, and it's pretty hard to talk in English. I'm really nervous right now, but we need to be humble and realize that we can make mistakes. So it's okay. We just are learning.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the thing. People are afraid of making mistakes. Like, I've made all of them, every single one imaginable. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. But you said you wanted to travel, and last year you did. So how was your trip to Halifax, Canada?
Unforgettable, I think. Yeah, because I always wanted to travel, and I never thought that I will do it last year. So it was a surprise. It was a surprise. And I went to Halifax in Canada, and it was so good. I still remember. It happened exactly a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, in October last year. And actually, I wanted to hang out with the friends that I made in Canada. They live in Talca, and the other girl live in Curicó. Okay. So we haven't seen each other since we left Canada.
Okay.
And we are going to hang up like in the next Saturday. So I'm pretty excited to remember my travel.
And you were staying with a Canadian family, I understand.
Yep, with a woman called Magali. She was Peruvian.
Okay. So, and her name was Magali.
Yeah.
That's so French. That's such a French name, Magali. I knew a Magali at school.
It's pretty weird, but she was so nice with me, and she learned me about Canadian culture, and she cooked for me. She was really nice with me.
What was the biggest cultural difference in Canada in comparison with Chile?
They actually say a lot of sorry. I was in the bus, I was in every place, and every time they say sorry, even if they wasn't annoying anyone, but they say sorry. So when I came up, when I come back to Chile, I was with that, like saying sorry, because I just get used to say that in the bus.
And how did the Chileans receive that? It's like, dude, why is she just saying sorry all the time? She's not Chilean.
I pretend to be not Chilean in the airport just once. Just for fun experience.
Oh, okay. And what activities did you do? So you stayed with a lady called Magali, but on a daily basis, because you were there for like 3 weeks, a month. What did you do on a daily basis?
I went to English program in the University of Dalhousie, and I used to wake up early in the morning because I have to take the bus like 8 a.m. And then I had to be in the university, in the campus, at 9.
Okay.
So the travel was very long, like 14 minutes.
Okay.
And I already was earlier because I was afraid. So I was afraid to get lost.
Okay.
So I always were like 20 minutes earlier.
Well, I would imagine if the Canadians are like the British, we like people to be early, not late.
Yeah.
Did you observe that?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you do in the English program? Did you do interactive activities? Did you learn grammar, or did they take you on trips? What was the program about?
The most of the time we were learning like specific skills about Canadian culture and trying to interact with each other. But we were all Chileans, so we started talking in English and then we started talking Spanish and making jokes and having fun. But then we came back to the English.
Okay.
And also they take us to travels and to discover the city. And every Tuesday we have an all day in the travel.
Okay. Did you ever go outside of Halifax? Did you ever visit any other cities? I know that Canada is a massive country. Some of it's not that easy to travel to, but did you visit any other places outside of Halifax?
No, I just stayed in Halifax because we were like 13, no, 30 students. 30 students, and all of us were not legally adults.
Okay.
So it was pretty more difficult to take us out of Halifax.
Okay. And tell me, how is Halifax in comparison with San Javier? How would you describe it?
Halifax is a city. It's already a city. I born in Valparaiso.
Okay.
So it's the same, like near to the sea, and I was so glad being there because it remembers to my city, Valparaiso. And I hear a lot that Halifax is like a big city but small.
Okay.
Like in miniature.
Okay.
And that's true.
So there was a lot of different cultures inside Halifax?
Yep. I meet someone from India.
Okay.
I meet a girl from Malaysia.
Okay.
And my teacher was from Malaysia.
Oh, wow.
And once I had to take a taxi. And I was alone in the taxi. And then I decided to start talking with the taxi driver. And he was from Ethiopia.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And I remember that he has a really strong accent, and I have my accent, and I forget I forget words, and he was trying. Yeah. We both were trying, but we can't understand each other. We did it, and that's one of my favorite memories of Halifax. Talking with a taxi driver. Okay.
Yeah, I've had great conversations with taxi drivers. I remember once one of them gave me a book, and it was a brilliant book. Okay, so tell me, what pieces of advice do you have for anybody who they think they know a little bit of English, but they're afraid to kind of go out and put themselves out there? What would you tell them?
First, they need to think about why they want to learn English, have a strong
motivation.
Reason, a motivational reason to learn English, and then start to put time on it, because I hear a lot of guys and girls who wants to learn English but don't want to study or don't want to talk in English. They want to read or playing video games or hear music. It's okay if that's your goal, but if you want to talk in English, you need to talk in English, to start putting yourself in that situation. And also I recommend to be humble, because you are gonna make a lot of mistakes every time. No matter in which level you are, you're gonna make mistakes. So don't be so worried about doing mistakes.
I think a lot of people are completely unaware. When they hear you speak, they think, oh, I want to talk like that. And it's like, yeah, but you do know that she just said from the age of 6 and now she's more than 10 years later, she's been doing that every day. That's what you've got to do every day. It's not there's no quick fix. There's no quick way to learn English fluently. You have to do it every day for a long, long time.
Yeah, okay. But I actually realized that how hard is learning a new language, because I tried to learn Deutsch.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I realized that having English since I was 6, it really helped, because when you want to learn something completely new, it's hard because you're not used to hear that kind of words or the pronunciation. And I thought, I'm very happy about learning English since I was a kid.
Yeah, you've been acquiring it since you were a very young age, but now you're learning German. Yeah, the grammar is crazy. The German grammar is just crazy. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming in to talk to me. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, if you want to learn English, you need to put all yourself on it, and you're gonna do it. Don't worry about nothing.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Yasmín. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, our promotion for English. Okay, well, that's the end of our Chatterbox podcast today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.